let's break the mold. Chasing the stories yet untold. Passion ignites like a blazing fire. Knowledge takes us higher, higher. Out of the box where the wild ones play, we see the game in a whole new way. Living loud, hearts in motion. Sports with soul, pure devotion. The field's alive with endless dreams. We're more than stats, we're the in-between. A slam dunk thought, a touchdown mind. Out of the box every time. No limits, no chains, no walls to climb. We're rewriting the rules in real time. Out of the box where the wild ones play, we see the game in a whole new way. Living loud, hearts in motion. Sports with soul, pure devotion. No limits, no chains, no walls to climb. We're rewriting the rules in real time. Out of the box where the wild ones play, we see the game in a whole new way. Living loud, hearts in motion. Sports with soul, pure devotion. Every shot's a story, every cheer's a spark. Under the lights we make our mark. Beyond the scoreboard, beyond the lines. Out of the box, redefining the grind. The grind. Out of the box where the wild ones play, we see the game in a whole new way.
Good morning, New York Mets Nation, and welcome to the Bat Cave. I'm your host, the Bat Fry, Kenny Fry, and it is Hump Day. What? Hump Day. And today's Hump Day show is brought to you by our friend, your friend, everybody's friend, Jason Fine, attorney Big Al. You can reach Big Al at 1-800-HURT-123. That's 1-800-HURT-123. Jason Fine specializes in motor vehicle accidents, slip and falls, workman's comp, and personal injury claims. He has 3 office locations conveniently located throughout Pennsylvania and New Jersey. His office in New Jersey is located in Cherry Hill on 3 Greensward Lane. The phone number there is 856-209-5258. And he also has 2 offices located in Pennsylvania, one in Philadelphia at 1628 JFK Boulevard, Suite 2120. The phone number there is 267-888-2980. And then one in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, 500 Grand Street, Suite 2900. The phone number there is 412-365-8151. That's Jason Fine, attorney Big Al. Yes, Big Al. How about that intro music? What do you think about that intro music? Freaking Michael Bolton, eat your heart out. Out of the box where the wild ones play. Man, snappy. Love it. All right, let's kick this shindig off. I don't even know where to begin. To be honest with you, it's been a rough week. It's been a rough week. Talking to a lot of Mets fans off the edges here. I'm on the edge myself. I've had enough of this season. The season has gotten under my skin officially. The season has officially pissed me off, and I think I really do think that as every Mets fan should feel that way. I feel like every Mets fan should be a little bit pissed off right now. It's not over yet. The season's not over yet. There's still plenty of baseball to go. I shouldn't say plenty. There's some baseball to go yet. It's just a few weeks, and the Mets still barely holding on to that final wild card spot. But if this is how they're gonna play, what's the freaking point? What's the point of going to the playoffs if this is what they're going to show? If this is the offense they're going to bring into the yard, if this is the starting pitching they're going to bring to the yard, if this is the bullpen they're going to bring to the yard, what's the point of going to the playoffs then? There's no point to it. Go out there and embarrass yourselves. That's what these last few games have been. Have been an embarrassment. I mean, it's been an embarrassment basically since June. To be honest with you. One of the worst records in the league since the beginning of June. I don't remember exactly what the record is, but I feel like it's almost 20 games under 500. It's ridiculous. The Mets were at one point 20, 21 or 22 games over 500 heading into June. Right now, I think we're at I think maybe 8 games over 500. It's ridiculous. There's no rhyme or reason for it. Not with the talent that's on this team, the everyday talent, the high price talent, this, that, the other. There's no rhyme or reason for this. I'm not going to point the fingers at Mendoza. I do feel like he does share in the blame with it. The way he's handled the starting pitching at points and the bullpen at points, and who he's bringing in and who he's not bringing in at certain points. But yeah, I don't think that the blame falls squarely on him. I don't think the blame falls on squarely on David Stearns either. As much as he's one of the people I'm not very fond of right now. I feel like this is the pitching staff and the bullpen that he's put together is a large part. Is a large part of the reason why we are where we are. We are where we are right now with this season. And the vaunted Mets pitching lab that we've heard so much over since last year with the pitchers that we had last year that far away exceeded expectations. And whether it was Severino or Manaya or Quintana or Peterson, what have you, guys far and away exceeded expectations last year. And so it's the pitching lab. That's all you hear about the Mets state of the art pitching labs. Bringing in talent that might be struggling, and the Mets can get them right, and this talent's going to return to form, and this, that, and the other. And it just didn't happen this year. It did not happen this year. I feel like the Mets pitching lab may have taken a hit. They might have made some layoffs, furloughed some people or something. I'm not really sure, but it's not the same. It's definitely not the same as it was the year before. And again, I'm not going to put that on David Stearns either. Again, as much as it irritates me, the patchwork starting rotation that we've put together this off season and the bullpen, I'm not even going to put it on him. It falls squarely on the shoulders of the players. These guys are the ones that have to go out there and perform, make the adjustments, make the improvements, and figure their shit out. And they haven't done it. They haven't done it. You'll see small stretches where they've done it, where things are clicking, but you see longer stretches where things are not clicking. And it's inexcusable. It really is inexcusable. It's a damn shame. It's a season that started off with so much promise, and now we're on the brink of just another season. The Mets choked it away, and I hate using that word, choked, because that's one of the things that a lot of the Phillies fans kind of poke at me about. For whatever reason, I don't know. I'm not a trash talker. I don't talk trash. So, but it's usually the first thing they'll say to me is like, "Oh, the Mets are going to choke. They always choke this time of the year." Blah blah blah. I don't know. I don't know what to say about it. Again, I'm not a trash talker. I just kind of, yeah. All right. So, and you got to give Phillies credit where credit is due right now. The Phillies are playing very good since the Mets swept them up in New York. The Phillies have been phenomenal offensively, pitching. They have everything clicking right now, even with a couple injuries. I guess Bohm's out, and who the hell else is out? Bohm and Trey Turner. Even with those guys not in the lineup, the Phillies are still playing really, really good baseball. I got to give them credit. I give them credit. I'll be the first to give a team credit when they're playing good baseball. And I tip my hat to the Phillies. Rewind to that, the Reds. The Reds were not playing good baseball. The Reds were struggling. The Mets go in there. They take the first game against the Reds, but the next two they drop. And it's the games were there for the Mets to take. So the Mets lost the last 5 of 6 against the Reds. The first game they lost against the Reds, Jonah Tong pitched. And I really liked what he did. I really do. He gave up 4 earned runs, got knocked around a bit, 3 home runs given up. He only gave up 2 home runs all of his the minor league season in triple and double A. That's all he gave up. 2 home runs all season. In that one game, he gave up 3 home runs, and he kept battling. He kept battling, and he kept pushing. He showed a lot of tenacity. he was able to kind of bear down and push through. As much of a struggle as it was, you can see he had some trouble locating his breaking stuff. Fastball was on point, I felt like. But besides that, he was having a lot of trouble with his breaking pitches, if I remember correctly. I could have that backwards, but I'm pretty sure that's what it was. But he I thought he pitched well enough to win that game. So it was a bit of a bummer. Um, you only gave up 3 hits. It was a 6-3 loss, and the Mets did have opportunities to win that game. 10 runners left on base. I feel like Alonso left, I think, 7 of them just by himself. Uh, Crap. That's crap. The whole runners in scoring position thing, runners left on base. Pete, I'm a big Pete mark. I am. I'm a polar bear guy through and through. But you want to get paid, dude. You got to come. You got to come through. This is the time of the season. You come through, and here we are again. Pete's not coming through, and it's frustrating. It's extremely frustrating. The top of the lineup right now, hitting like shit. Just the last 3 games in themselves, 9 of 56 in the last 3 games. Last 3 losses, hitting 160. You look at it. Lindor, 0 for 12. It looks like 0 for 12. Soto, 2 for his last 11. He gets on base other ways. I get it. And kudos to Soto. First time in his career, he's a 30-30 guy. Stealing third base last night of all the bases, third base. And that's the other thing that's getting under my skin here. I can't remember which game it was. I don't know if it was the 6-3 loss to Cincinnati. I feel like it was. But Lindor got caught stealing twice, picked off once. I think the other one was thrown out at second base. All right. I get what the Mets have done a fantastic job stealing bases this year. I give credit to the base runners and the coaches for working on it and recognizing pitchers' tendencies and whatnot. But I mean, at that point the Mets were down I think 4 runs or something like that, down 3 runs, 4 runs. And he's still trying out. We need base runners. That's not the run that's going to give the Mets the lead, or that's not the tying run. We need base runners. We need guys to knock people in, and he's getting picked off, and he's Lindor's getting caught stealing and stuff. It's chill. There needs to be a little bit of a recognition and some smarter base running there. And it's working, it's working, it's working until it's not working. And it wasn't working that game, and they were still pushing it, they were still forcing it, and it's extremely frustrating. But yeah, Soto stealing third base last night, 30-30 guy. Schwarber, he got his 50th home run, and that is what it is. And to kind of jump around here last night, Schwarber getting that 50th home run, it shouldn't have happened. It shouldn't have happened. I mean, regardless, it still might have happened no matter what. But the Mets should have been out of that inning. It was inexcusable. Vientos grounded a slow roller to him at third base there, and just kind of taking his sweet ass time throwing the ball at first. The low throw, Stott beats it out. Stott's busting ass out of the box, and we have Vientos Swaggy V here taking his swaggy ass time, and Stott beats it out. And then the inning continues, and that leads to the 3-run homer. I think it was a 3-run homer. So it's that stuff like that is inexcusable. They should have yanked his ass. That would have been it. It's extremely frustrating. Not where the Mets are at right now. Where they're at right now, that shit's totally inexcusable. If it was back in May, 21 games over 500, mental lapse. Okay, I get it. Whatever. Things are still going well. Things are not going well. Too many mental lapses. Too many horrible at bats. Too many horrible pitching outings. And you can't have stuff like that. You can't. It's inexcusable to have mental lapses like that, and you allow a guy to have an infield hit off of an easy out just because you took too long to throw the damn ball. It doesn't make sense to me. So again, Tong pitched well. I thought he pitched well again. Only gave up those 3 hits, but unfortunately those 3 hits were 3 home runs, 4 earned runs for Tong. Then Sproat made his major league debut on Sunday against the Reds. 5 hitless innings. He did give up an earned run early on. It was a walk and stolen base, and the Reds were able to knock him around. But then I got knocked around a little bit there in the sixth inning. Overall, he won six innings pitched, 4 walks, 7 Ks, 3 hits, 3 earned runs. His curveball looked awesome. It really did. I can't wait. Hopefully he gets another start. I think he will. What do you have to lose, to be honest with you? I mean, what do you have to lose? I know McGill should be close to getting back. He had a rough outing the other night down in AAA, but that is what it is. Yeah, so Sproat's curveball looked pretty good. Unfortunately, Hunter Green just pitched much better for the Reds that day. He had 12 Ks, only 2 walks, and the Mets ended up losing that game. I don't remember what the score was. Was it 3-1 or 3-2 or something like that? Yeah, that was a tough one. Tough loss. Good pitching duel. Good pitching matchup, and get him next time. So he gave it 3 hits, 3 earned runs, 6 innings pitch, 4 walks, 7 Ks. Good major league debut for Spro. So then you move on to Monday. You have Nolan McLean, your other young phenom pitching stud here, who's looked fantastic. Won his first 4 starts as a New York Met here, as a part of the major league roster. And he goes out there and he pitches another really good game against the Phillies. 5 1/3 innings pitched, 7 hits, 1 earned run, 3 walks, 5 Ks. Unfortunately, no run support. Mets lose that game 1-0. Aaron Nola, he pitched great. Again, got to tip your cap when it's due, and I feel like it was due to Nola there. He pitched a hell of a game. And the one thing that gets under my skin so bad, it was to end this game in the 9th inning. Mets had 2 runners on, losing 1-0. And yeah, Jeff McNeil up. They had a really good at bat. I'm not going to fault Jeff. He had a good at bat, and the pitcher won that bout. It is what it is. We runners on second and third, but now it's 2 outs. You need a base hit. You can't get a sac fly or anything like that. But now you need a base hit, and you have Francisco Alvarez up. And basically, it was a non-competitive at bat. In my opinion, my eyes, that was a non-competitive at bat. The pitches were so far outside that even Pete Alonso's not swinging at those damn pitches. I don't know what Francisco Alvarez is seeing or what he was looking at or what he was expecting. But after they threw the first one, I sat there and I said, well, I would throw that again. And they threw it again. And so now it's 0-2. And I'm thinking to myself, they'd be insane if they didn't throw that again and maybe even further out. And they threw it again, even further outside. And he still swung at it. I don't know what he was seeing, what he was thinking. Those pitches were not that great where you're thinking, oh, that was a borderline call, or, oh, that was over the plate and it just broke outside. No, the goddamn ball started outside and broke even further outside. I don't understand it. I don't get it. Some of these hitters have fallen so far off so quickly. And then the frustrating part is you'll see a couple days where they look good. They're hitting the ball well. They're seeing the ball well. It's so frustrating. I don't even know where to go with it. As a fan, like where do you go with that? For him to be that non-competitive in that at bat, man, you kind of feel for Luis Torrens. If I'm Luis Torrens, I'm sitting there watching that. I'm like, you got to be shitting me. This guy's up here hitting instead of me. I don't know. Things need to change there as well with Alvarez. Super young talent, huge upside, but we got to start seeing that upside, man. Seriously, we got to start seeing that upside. I believe this is his 3rd season up with the big league, big club. Last year, missed a large chunk of it with injury. This year, missed parts with injury. So, is he an injury-prone catcher? That's going to be subpar for the rest of his career. I don't know. But that's what we're looking at right now. Then last night, Mets losing, I believe it was 9-3. Yeah, I think it was 9-3. Sean Manaea out there got knocked around early. His previous starts, got an itchy eye here. His previous starts, he'd start off well. He'd get to the 3rd, 4th inning where he'd start kind of losing it and getting, beat around. As soon as the other team started getting 2nd, 3rd time through the lineup, is when he'd start getting knocked around. Actually, the second time through the lineup is when he'd start getting knocked around a little bit. This time the Phillies jumped him. Then they jumped him early, and then he was able to kind of buckle down uh, and work and able to actually put in a decent effort. He started off bad, finished strong. So you got to give Manaea credit there, but it doesn't really matter. You lose the game. I gave up 4 earned runs, and it basically came down to him just missing his spot. Really, against Castellanos, Castellanos knocked in the first couple of runs. I think it was like 2 runs with a 2-run double. Uh, Alvarez was calling for the ball up and in, and basically it was it was down kind of middle, middle in, and Castellanos crushed it. Right there's a double. Otto Kemp a little bit later on, I think it was an inning or two later. Uh, Alvarez was calling for away, and it was right down the middle, right down the pipe. Otto Kemp killed it, crushed it. Next batter, Harrison Bader, back-to-back home runs. And I feel like it was a good pitch to Harrison Bader, and Harrison Bader just got that one. So you tip your cap to Bader. That's it. It was a tough one. Tough one for Manaea. To finish the way he did, but see the way he started, it's like you're just waiting for the man to put together the good first part of the game and the strong second part of the game. Get those together, and I feel like he'll be all right. Basically, for me, it's like drop back and punt with Manaea this year. I I don't even know where you go with him. You put him in the bullpen. I don't even know if it's worth it. Uh, I feel like they're going to keep him in the starter rotation as for the rest of the season. I don't see why they would pull him out or how they could pull him out right now, unless McGill does come up and they put him right to the starting rotation, and they put Manaea in the bullpen. I don't know, but I don't know where you go with them. It's all like I said, drop back and punt and just see what you get with him next year. If it's the same Manaea next year, you just cut ties. You either look to trade him away or just take the L on it, lose the money, and release him or something. I don't know. I don't know where you go with them. Justin Hangman pitching. He got knocked around. He gave up 5 earned runs. And again, like I said, Mark Fientos, I went on that little rant there with him not throwing the ball. Taking a sweet ass time, getting the ball over to first base while Stott's busting ass down line. Low throw. Pete's still able to pick it, but it's just late. You get that ball, you field the grounder, you throw it right away. He's out. No, you got to dick around, kind of pat the glove a couple times. Nice, easy sling over, and he's safe. Inexcusable. Absolutely inexcusable. You're not a Gold Glover. Catch the ball, throw the ball. Do your job. Didn't do his job. So, shit. Absolute shit. So, Alonso 3Ks last night. Soto 3Ks last night. Who was it? Ranger Suarez. He looked dominant. He had 12 or 13 strikeouts. I think it was 12 strikeouts. Yeah, I know the Phillies have a magic number for winning the division. I don't know what it is, but they've won the division. The division race is over. There's no reason to think that they wouldn't take the division now. Now for the Phillies, basically it's seeding. Where do you want to be? Do you want to be that second seed? I was talking to a Phillies fan at work about it. Do you want to be that second or first seed where you have a couple days off, where it seems to have hurt some teams in the past? It seems to have helped some teams in the past. But if you're as hot as the Phillies are right now, not saying they're going to finish hot, but they're hot right now, would you rather that third seed play the wild card team and just continue rolling through it? I don't know. Me personally, I'd probably want to be the 3 seed, play that third wild card team, and continue playing hot. But there's some guys that could be banged up for the Phillies. I don't really know. Like I said, Trey Turner's out, and Alec Boehm. Do they want to take a couple days off and rest? The Mets they just gotta they were close to the number 2 wild card spot. They were a game behind San Diego before, but I think they're 4 games behind that now. They're only 2 games up on the Giants right now. I mean, they just got to be happy right now. They're even sit in the playoff spot. So, extremely frustrating. Extremely frustrating. Giants are nipping at their heels. Um, Reds are still there nipping at their heels. Diamondbacks, they're not going away as they have a big series with the Giants, I believe it is. Let me look up the schedule here real quick. But it's and these teams are all playing each other, and the Mets, it's not like it's getting easier for them. Nobody's doing them any favors. They got the Cubs to play yet. They have San Diego to play yet, I believe. So it's not getting easy for anybody. So the Mets coming up here next tonight, 6:45 game against Christopher Sanchez. Clay Holmes going for the Mets. Christopher Sanchez for the Phillies. The last time Sanchez pitched against the Mets up in New York, the Mets won that game 13-3. He went 5 1/3 innings pitched, 6 earned runs. Different Phillies team. Different Phillies team right now, so you can't really go off of that. Tomorrow, 7:15 start. Peterson's going for the Mets against Jesus Luzardo. Luzardo last time out, the Mets won 6-5. Then the sweep up there in New York. He went 4 innings, 4 earned runs. And then we have a 3-game set with the Texas Rangers. And the Rangers, they're fighting for a playoff spot. And then it's San Diego up in New York. They're trying to hold on, or they're battling for the top spot in the West. They're battling for the second seed in the wild card. So they're playing for something. The Mets have Washington. Then they go to Chicago. Chicago, the number 1 wild card seed, playing fantastic ball right now. And then they finish with Miami, and the Mets cannot beat the Marlins. So it's man, it is going to be a buckle up, folks. Buckle up. Finding a nice soft landing spot because it's going to get rough here. It is going to get rough, and unless something changes, unless this offense comes alive again, it's going to be an ugly finish, and heads are going to roll. Mets fans are going to call for all sorts of firings. They're going to call for all sorts of releases. Don't sign this guy. Get rid of this guy, and it's going to be a rough finish to the season, unless something changes here real quick. I'm Mr. Optimistic. I really am. May not sound like it. I still do think they have it. I feel like they have the team yet that can make a run and can make a deep run, but it has to be now. It has to start tonight. And I take part of the blame as well for the Mets' recent struggles. When the Phillies were up there in New York playing, I wore the blue hat, right, for all 3 games. Then for some reason I got away from it, and this is the first time I'm wearing the blue hat since that series. So I take some of that blame. I do, and I apologize, Mets Nation. I really do. Some of that is on me. So I'm back to the blue hat, and I'm going to wear this every day for the rest of the season, and we'll see what happens. If the Mets are able to turn things around, hold on to that wild card spot, then it's the hat. It has to be the hat. What else could it be? It couldn't be adjustments. They haven't made freaking adjustments since May, so it can't be that, right? And I think that one of the more frustrating parts is you look at August, the pitching staff was god awful, and the offense was awesome. Now you're looking at September, the offense is struggling right now. The last week or so, the offense is struggling, and the pitching staff has looked much better. Not great, but better. And it's just like you can't get both of them together like they were early in the season. It's just super frustrating, really is, and it's enough to question your sanity. So, all right. So, like I said, we have Clay Holmes versus Christopher Sanchez coming up tonight, 6:15. Then David Peterson versus Jesus Luzardo at 7:15 on Thursday. And then we welcome in Texas. And of course, that first game, Jacob deGrom makes his return to Citi Field, makes his return to New York. The one that got away, I still don't understand why the Mets got rid of him. I banged my fist on the table, pay the man. And if he's not the same pitcher he is anymore, so be it. He's earned it. Let him retire as a Met. But they let him go, signed in Texas. And he's had a hell of a season. So, pitching in ERAs in the twos, and I wouldn't say he's back to form, to old DeGrom. It's definitely not, but he's pitching very good baseball. So, but DeGrom versus Jonah Tong, get your tickets for that one. That should be something dynamic. Uh, kind of take it back to almost when DeGrom was that age, coming up with the Mets. So, kind of nostalgia going on there. So you have DeGrom versus Tong on Friday. Then Saturday, Patrick Corbin going for Texas, and right now it's to be determined for the Mets on Saturday. And Sunday, Jacob Lutz versus Nolan McLean to finish that series out. So starts tonight, Mets Nation, and let's see if they can get that win. Take one game at a time and get that win. And let's see who San Diego or who uh, Cripes, the Reds and Giants. There it is. The Giants. I couldn't spit it out. I believe the Giants are playing San Diego right now. Giants are 2 behind. Reds 3 behind. The Diamondbacks and the Cardinals. The Cardinals are still there, 4.5 behind. So they're still kind of hanging on barely. But the Giants right now, they're playing the Diamondbacks. They've won the last 2 against the Diamondbacks. They play them again tonight. Then they have 3 against the Dodgers. Then 3 more at Arizona. 4 more at LA. And St. Louis and San Francisco. 3 in San Francisco. And the Giants wrap it up with Colorado. So Giants don't have it easy either. They really don't. Dodgers, Cardinals are in the playoff hunt a little bit. Like I said, the Diamondbacks as well. Let's take a look at the Padres, see where we're at with them. Or not Padres, the Reds. The Reds are playing the Padres right now, and right now the series sitting at 1-1, so they play San Diego again tonight yet. Then they have 3 in Oakland or wherever the hell else, wherever they're playing against the A's. So they got 3 there. Then they got 3 at St. Louis, 4 at home against the Cubs. So a couple of tough series there. And 3 at home against the Pirates. And then they finish up with 3 in Milwaukee. And who knows what Milwaukee will be playing for. If it should be all wrapped up for them by that point. So what do? Do they kind of set their rotation up for the playoffs or what have you? So that series may not mean anything when it comes down to it. Milwaukee's right now sitting far and away with the best record in the National League. Well, I shouldn't say far and away, 4 games ahead of the Phillies, 3.5 games ahead of the Phillies for best record in the National League. And they're about 7.5 ahead of the Dodgers. So that's where we're sitting. Got a comment here real quick. We do not. It's Twitch message about cheap followers on steamboo.com or whatever nonsense that is. Every show I do, I get that comment. And so on that. All right. So before I get out of here, I just want to let everybody know, be sure to check Out of the Box Sports on Facebook, YouTube, X, TikTok, on the gram, the old Instagram. On Facebook, it's Out of the Box Sports Entertainment. YouTube, OOT Box Sports. On X, _OOT Box Sports. So be sure to check, like, follow, subscribe. You can check me out, my YouTube channel, at the Bat Fry Pods. You can see it right up there in the corner, at the Bat Fry Pods. And if you want to help me out, go on over to W Energy Drink, www.w.gg. Use my discount code, The Bat Cave, for 10% off your order. That's all one word, The Bat Cave. And just like how you see it spelled there on your screen. Capital T, capital B, capital C, Bat Cave, All right. And also, you follow me on X, at the Bat Cave OOTBS. I had to think for a second there. I forgot what it was. You'll follow me there. And so that's all I have for today. I appreciate everybody for checking the show out. And I'll try to do a couple shorts as the week goes on in between shows here. I'll be live again next Wednesday with my with the Bat Cave, hopefully talking a lot more positively about our New York Mets. And the blue hat will still be on regardless for the rest of the season, no matter what happens. I'm going to wear this blue hat, and we'll go from there. So, all right. Thank you, everybody. Real quick, tonight, a couple shows here on Out of the Box Sports. Let me throw up the schedule here. We have tonight props, locks, and parlays. That's Cole County Entertainment. Check them out on Facebook, Cole County Entertainment, as well as YouTube and X. And then at 9:30 p.m. tonight on Out of the Box Sports, Cowboys Weekly. So be sure to check that out as well. Cowboys fans or football fans or whoever. All right. So again, next Wednesday, I'll be live again around 9:30 a.m., somewhere around that time. Don't hold me to the exact time. I get on when I can. And I'm actually feeling pretty good this morning. I'm feeling awake, so hopped on. All right. So I'll talk to everybody later. And hopefully, for the love of God, let's go Mets!
Getting strong, let's break the mold. Chasing the stories yet untold. Passion ignites like a blazing fire. Knowledge takes us higher, higher. Out of the box where the wild ones play. We see the game in a whole new way. Living loud, hearts in motion. Sports with soul, pure devotion. The field's alive with endless dreams. We're more than stats, we're the in-between. A slam dunk thought, a touchdown mind. Out of the box every time. No limits, no change, no walls to climb. We'll be right